We met at the Native Plant Society's Spring Flower Show, and Lisa, who is on our board of directors for Keep Greenville County Beautiful, told me she was going to come out to the flower show. I was out there to buy wildflowers for some of our school gardens and rain gardens, and I sort of got a surprise the day before that Becca would be there. So anyway, I was trying to do my own work there, my own business, and all of a sudden I saw Lisa. She showed up, and there were several ladies with her, so I didn't know who was who, and the first person I saw was Meredith. I said, "Is that the person she set me up with?" Blonde lady. But then when I saw Becca, I said, "Gosh, I hope that's the one." I felt this warm, this glow come across my face. And I know a lot of people may say it's, maybe blushing or whatever, but every time she was near me, I felt this warmth. And so I knew that she really liked me. I don't know, I was kind of hesitant because of the fact that she had a child and she'd gone through a divorce. So I told Lisa I needed to kind of think about it and go from there. But next thing you know, we ended up convincing the whole group to go down to Greenville Tech where they were doing a river cleanup on the same day.
I was watching them clean the river, and Dan kept coming out of the river to, I guess you were showing off the trash you found. And I was taking pictures, and
she was taking more pictures of me than the whole rest of the crowd, I could tell. But I asked her originally if she could take some pictures because I'd heard she was a great photographer. And I said, this would be great, since you've got a camera, you could get us some pictures for our event, because we had these 2 events going on, and the river thing was a big deal, and nobody else was taking pictures. So I guess I was down there getting my hands dirty, and she was literally laying down in the grass and mud, just trying to take pictures and take the best shots. We had wonderful pictures, and they all benefited Greenville Tech and Reedy River Cleanup. We found out that we were named 2011 Urban Conservationist of the Year, which is a really prestigious award. Only one group gets it a year in Greenville County out of the Soil and Water District. And I was told I had a couple of tickets and I needed to bring a date. So I thought about the beautiful lady I met at the flower show, and I said how fitting she was there at the show. She could go with us to the banquet, to the ceremony, and she actually had a really good time, sat beside me, but we were just kind of getting to know each other. It was sort of one of those times where we were just kind of, maybe I was a little shy, I don't know. But the mayor was already trying to set us up, and he put me in a big spotlight. He got me up on the stage, put his arm around me and said, this award was because of the hard work that I had done. I had to give a speech, and I reminded everybody it was a team effort, but I think the mayor took that opportunity to really kind of put me in the spotlight.
I was taking pictures so I could show you off to all my friends.
Really, what I consider our first date, and this is kind of like where it went from more of a friendship to, I think I really should, get to know her some more, and instead of just saying, well, I'm not sure I don't know how to deal with, a single mother and a child, but I had worked really hard on this national board exam. I failed it miserably. It was awful. And I remember talking to Becca. I said, I was just joking with her. I said, will you buy me dinner if I pass this test? And I don't know why. I guess I just was flirting with her or something. And she said, absolutely. She said, I'll buy you dinner if you don't pass the test. I did terrible. I was upset. I didn't know what to do. I was going to call family or friends, but I just wanted to go get something to eat and get away. So I called Becca and I was like, what about childcare?
I had it taken care of way before you called. We went out to dinner and had a great time, and then went to the cabin that he was living in, and talked some more.
We sat on the porch.
Sat on the porch.
That was in the evening when the sun, it's really like a sunset, but you get the glow onto the mountain, onto Paris Mountain. And we sat out there where the pond is below us, and then the wildlife, and we just sat out there and talked for the longest time and realized that we had a lot in common. A lot of childhood experiences were common, and it just started hitting me. I said, this is somebody I need to pursue, or
And we had our faith in common too.
yeah.
That was a big deal for me.
So after that, we had a little party. I can't leave that out, but about a week later, my friend Daniel was in town, and he and I were just kind of hanging out. It's a bachelor pad, just us guys hanging out. Well, his friend Krista, my friend Krista as well, decided to come with him. So he definitely wanted to have someone else for Krista to talk to besides just us guys. And he said, can you invite somebody? And I said, well, I can invite Becca. And I guess you had to do some childcare rearranging, but that was our first kiss. So we were out on the same place, same porch, and this time they purposely left us alone. Krista and Daniel went back inside, and it was just us on the porch. We're sitting that same place where we were the night before, and that's where we had our first kiss.
I loved it. I was falling in love with him.
And I just knew that there was something there, and I didn't need to be anxious around her. I felt myself. I felt comfortable. Okay, so Freedom Weekend is like a really long 4-day hot air balloon festival, kids games. It's like a big carnival type place. You want to tell?
So he was running the table for Keep Greenville County Beautiful, which is an organization that he volunteers for, promoting recycling and keeping things clean. And so I was helping him with the table, and after the table, after he was finished with the table, we still had time. We were still in the park, and we before the concert started, we went and took a hot air balloon ride.
The big thing about me and hot air balloons is it has heights, and I'm afraid of heights. So the balloons had already launched and gone on their way, but they were having
tethered.
Yeah, this was a tethered kind of a tourist trap type thing where you could get in line, stay in line, I think for $20, ride up 100 feet up in the air. So I was like, there's no way. It's just something about the challenge, about she wanted to go, and then the lady that was standing there, she's like, I'll cut the price in half. She's like, you got to go now. I mean, there was no blinking or thinking. So I just went, and next thing you know it, they got pictures of me getting in that thing, clenching on the basket as hard as I can. But I had to look at the stage, because we were like literally 100 feet above the stage, like looking out at the performance that was going on. So that was really cool. They're like, yeah, in fact, the manager wanted to just shut the whole thing down, because we were at the end of the time for the rides. But the lady that was there, she saw that we really wanted to go, and so she said, let this one couple go, and that's it. And so we got on. All right, day 4 was really big. as you know, I do a lot of stuff with the community of Fountain Inn, and I worked really hard to get, along with a lot of other people, to get their history center, their museum established. And we were having was it the first annual gala?
Yes.
It's the very first one, so there's a lot of effort, a lot of work put behind it. And it was actually at the country club at Carolina Springs. Mm-hmm. Very nice place, and they had period pioneers dressed up in the clothing, and actors out there. But
we
then,
weren't dressed up as actors.
No, but we were dressed up just in like suit and tie, like type, and you were, I guess, in a
I had a
dress.
dress. Mm-hmm.
When we left Pam's, she wanted to get a picture, and it almost felt like we were going to the prom. So we got there, and everybody and their brother wanted to get to know Becca, wanted to know who Becca was. They were all nosy. There's like, what, 100 and some people there?
Yeah, I think so. But we weren't officially a couple yet, so.
They were like, who is Dan's date? And then they even said it on the microphone. He said, the lovely late Miss Rebecca Hadel, Dan Powell's date. Said it like 5 times.
Yeah.
The fire chief was really adamant about making
Yeah.
sure that was announced. And about that time, a guy named John Hastings took a picture of us. And I don't know if we were expecting it the first time. We kind of had
Yeah, I had my fork in the plate trying to get my next bite. And I think you had just taken your next bite.
yeah, so it was like the worst picture. And then, but some reason, I don't know if he showed us that picture or he got us to crack a smile, but it was
I think he did a do-over.
He did a do-over, and it was like, I'm serious, it was like one of the best pictures that I've seen. I liked this picture so much that I put it on my Facebook. But when I put it on my Facebook, I decided not to put her on there because we weren't, seriously steady or official or whatever. So I actually cropped.
You cropped me.
I cropped her out of the picture and put myself in there. And
This is the funny part.
And then tell them what you did.
But then I cropped him out and put you my half.
And without us even telling each
Yeah.
other on Facebook. And I think that was like one of the moments I realized that worrying about whether it's going to be what step, romance or whatever, and we just hit it off really well. And when after the next day, I went to my family reunion, and I couldn't stop thinking about her the whole time. I told you today that I love you more every day, and you mean the world to me. And I know I've said this before, but you give me meaning and purpose. And I feel complete and relaxed now.
I am so proud of you for the man that you are. I love you, and I couldn't ask for a better man for me and a better father for my son.
Love you.
You're everything.